The end of the mourning period for Queen Elizabeth has prompted other conversations to be had, like whether New Zealand should become a republic. While in London for the Queen's funeral, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and other leaders addressed the question.
I don't believe it will be quick or soon, but over the course of my lifetime. It's not a process I have any intent of instigating, but if and when it does occur, it will take time and it will need to be very carefully worked through.
First of all, we would have to have consensus as a nation that this is the path we want to go along, and then it's a discussion amongst ourselves between Māori and Pākehā and between us and the Crown as to how we manage that. And as a legal issue, it's going to be very interesting, is the best way I can put it.
There is a need for dialogue in New Zealand, but as a grandmother, I veer on the side of just leaving that aside for now.
Back here, Te Pāti Māori have renewed calls for Aotearoa to divorce itself from the monarchy, while other academics have questioned what such a move would mean for the Treaty of Waitangi and whether people who are not Māori should be afforded a vote were a referendum held on the issue. Meanwhile, lobby group Republic New Zealand are campaigning to stay in the Commonwealth but shift away from a constitutional monarchy.
With a republic, you actually clarify who is actually responsible for both parties of the treaty, which is actually our own government. We often hear people saying, oh, but the British government is responsible for this and so forth. But actually it's the New Zealand government. And that is a benefit of actually becoming a republic, is that we clarify what that relationship is. People think that we have to leave the Commonwealth, but we actually don't. It doesn't change the OE, doesn't change defence ties, it won't end the UK free trade agreement, all those sorts of things.
So what do Kiwis think?
I suppose eventually it's going to happen, but at the moment I don't think it's the right time.
I feel like we've got bigger issues to think about now than that, and it probably creates some other problems. And potentially more division in the country.
Yeah, not in my lifetime. Hopefully not in my lifetime. Maybe for the next generation. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, the unity.
I think it would be cool to see us kind of move away from the whole Commonwealth, although I think we still see a lot of the benefits from the Commonwealth to this day.
New Zealand is moving towards becoming a more independent country, if you know what I mean.
Those in favour of the change want to see a referendum as early as 2026, with some polls suggesting as many as 40% of New Zealanders would be in favour.
From a constitutional perspective, it could happen tomorrow. It'd be very, very straightforward for us to do. But look, it's something that will take time, and we need to have a nationwide discussion about it. There's a number of particular issues that, as I mentioned, need to be covered off. So, look, we could see this happening within 5 years or 10 years, but it will happen, and there will be a referendum on it.
Only time will tell how and when the debate makes its way into more serious government discussions, with New Zealand's future potentially up to how a new king chooses to rule and what our next generation thinks. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.